What's up, King Kong with the rubber dubba ding dong? Welcome to another very special episode of the BDC show. And as you can see, for the first time since I started driving a truck, we got snow on the ground. I'm sure a lot of those strawberries out there are panicking, calling their dispatcher invoking the captain of the ship policy, but not me. Fuck that. I need the experience driving through the snow. I departed Louisville and was watching this gnarly storm coming down from Chicago and was trying to beat it when I hit traffic. This footage was taken just outside Siberia, Indiana. Yes, that is the real name. It doesn't look like much here, but traffic came to a standstill on Interstate 64 for about an hour. But how ironic is it that my first snow of the year was just outside Siberia? That's hilarious. This part of Indiana is right along the Ohio River Valley, so it's nothing but hills. I didn't care about the snow, but the ice had me tripping. I remembered some good advice that bridges will always ice over before the roads do. I just took my foot off the gas and held the wheel straight. But then nature decided to be a little bitch and started blowing 35-mile-an-hour wind gusts. I kept watching my trailer and my mirrors to see if that motherfucker was leaning. I ain't trying to tip over. But this traffic had us stuck and the storm slowly began to descend upon us. I was sitting there watching it get progressively worse and worse out of my windshield, but there was no way I was going to stop before I got back to my staging area outside Mount Vernon, Illinois. This is one of those opportunities to prove yourself. No, don't get me wrong. I ain't gonna do no cowboy shit and start performing this job in an unsafe or dangerous manner. But I'm gonna walk right up to my perceived limitations and say no, not today. If you want to claim to be a bad motherfucker, you gotta back it up. Here, I'll give you an example. When I picked this trailer up, for some reason I couldn't get any air supplied to the tandems in an effort to move them up. So I called the office and of course they were no help, so that left me on my own to figure it out. Deep breath, focus. I basically traced the air line from the tractor back to the trailer and found that for some reason someone had turned the valve closed to the tandem air supply. I slid my tandems and bounced out, and then they called me to see how everything was going. So yeah, I was swinging my dick all around when I explained that I had used some critical thinking and figured that shit out for myself. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate what the office does for me, but my point is that in this job, it's you. You and no one else. No one is coming to save you. You have to unfuck situations yourself and just keep moving forward. This job is like the military. Eat the wounded. Total shark mentality. The longer I was waiting in this traffic, the closer the storm got, until it was right on top of me. This footage is sped up 4 times. I'm actually doing like 45 here. I was listening to the Weather Channel on the radio, and it sounded like a total winter apocalypse. But longtime viewers of this channel will remember that the snow in the early episodes were worse. Remember the Malibu caked in snow and that water bottle on the passenger seat that was frozen over? Yeah, this ain't shit. I even saw that the eastbound lane of traffic also got a little clogged up. Good. Spread all this bullshit around for everyone to enjoy. So this week, we are going to do something akin to a clip show, just random brain rot bullshit, gaming clips. And stuff that was left on the cutting room floor that didn't quite make the cut. We call this the rubber room, like so you don't hurt yourself by slamming your head into the wall. If you guys like it, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. I'm sure you can go watch something else if you aren't getting what you need from me. I've come to realize that these episodes are more for me at this point to document this journey. So let's get this started. Here are some clips that I've curated for you heathens. Enjoy.
It's pepperoni with extra cheese.
Why should I pay for it? I didn't order a... Oh my God! Who's behind this?
Do you get diarrhea too?
Yes, I get diarrhea. My immediate reaction is, oh my gosh, I'm in trouble. I use kaopectate because it works. Kaopectate stops my diarrhea. I rely on it.
Sometimes you gotta help it along a little bit, and you always want to keep track of which side was sticking out, because at the end we're gonna compensate. I remember when I was a kid growing up, my friend Justin and I wanted to make a roller coaster, so we started saving money by putting our lunch money in a shoebox. And after about 6 months, we had a couple $100 in there, but it turns out that my friend Justin's sister's boyfriend had found the shoebox and he stole the money to pay for an abortion. Okay, this is looking just about ready.
So this is something I think about at least once a day. This scene is from Halloween 2. Now, if you haven't seen it, it literally picks up right after the end of the first one. After the doctor shot Michael Myers 6 times, and he just got up and walked off. The doctor and the sheriff are driving around looking for him, and as they pull up to this corner, they see someone who kinda sorta looks like Michael. Except his mask is silver, he's about 3 feet shorter, and he's carrying a trick-or-treat bag. But that doesn't stop Dr. Loomis from jumping out of the car, waving his gun around, screaming like a maniac. Mind you, there are kids walking down the sidewalk, and he's ready to start blasting. It's one of the most unintentionally hilarious things ever. But wait, there's more. The kid who picked the worst Halloween costume possible goes to cross the street. And the doctor is so amped up to shoot this child that the sheriff has to physically restrain him. Then, all of a sudden, this cop comes out of nowhere and just absolutely fucking plows into him. Not only that, but the cop pins him up against the world's most flammable van that explodes on impact. The cop tumbles out of the car and is like, I couldn't stop. He came out of nowhere, which is crazy work. Now the doctor isn't so sure it was Michael. The sheriff is yelling, is it him? Is it him or not? And the doc just stares at this child roasting. No one calls the fire department. No one calls for help. They literally just stand there and watch this kid burn. Just bonkers ass writing. But then another cop pulls up and he's completely oblivious to the fact that there's a 2-car explosion with at least 1 fatality. He informs the sheriff that his daughter is one of the victims from the first film, and he delivers the line with such hilarious intensity.
Do you want them with Zanny?
That shit cracks me up every time. And then, with the kid, the van and cop car still engulfed in flames, they all jump into the cop car and just get the hell out of there. I don't know who wrote this, but they deserve an award. Either that or a kick in the nuts.
What's up? What's up? How you feeling, man? I'm pretty lucky. Say what? I'm fine. I'm pretty fine.
What?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Can you finish these lyrics real quick?
Okay. Back home again. I can't wait to get back on the road again. Back again.
Dude.
Like Freddie Baggins.
Like,
I don't know if I know the song. Just look at it. Back home again. Back home again. In Indiana land. Damn, man.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
You'll save big money. You'll save big money when you shop Menards.
Get this shot. What the? Drop. God damn it.
It's crazy, man. I'd be throwing grenades in like close quarters and shit. Look at you, man.
I know.
Oh, I took a shotgun blast right to the face, dude. That's crazy. I took a shotgun blast right to the face.
It's still not dead.
No, I'm broadcasting though, so that'll live forever.
It's a blast to the face.
Yeah, like I came around the corner, like right where you change your clothes and shit at, and fucking, there was a dude standing there, and like he had a shotgun. He turned around and fucking blasted me right in the chest, and it kind of looked like it hit me in the face, but like it was totally the chest. Yeah. And like it just looked crazy because we were really close to each other. Like it should have killed me.
Oh, skeet, skeet, motherfucker. Oh, skeet, skeet, goddamn. From the window to the wall, till the sweat rolls down my balls.
Yeah. Here we are doing the exact same thing and we're pretending like it's cool. It's just another different thing, that's all. We are
Search the party for the breaching charge. Okay, I need to get a gun ready. Oh shit.
My God, what the hell was that? Was that
That's
right
crazy.
What
happened?
Dude.
The fucking lightning. Did you see that?
Yes, it blinded me, dude. I couldn't see a goddamn
Dude,
thing.
it like activated all the bad guys too. I didn't even do anything and it just fucking, they just.
Dude, I couldn't see shit.
That was crazy. I was recording that. I was broadcasting live. I don't know how that happened, but all right, we gotta find this thing. Oh, it's over here. I got it. I got it.
That blinded the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I need to. Wait, I need to clip that. I need to clip that whole. Are we gonna GTFO or what? What are we doing? Are we gonna GTFO? Are we gonna GTFO or what? Are we gonna GTFO? Guys, are we gonna GTFO or what? Where are you going, dude? Ugh. My God, are we?
That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay.
With a pistol, bitch.
Get up and kill. 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 Get up and
All right, you toxic booty hole eaters. That's enough clips, I think. We are back somewhere in southern Illinois. This dude looks like he's ready for the skating rink. What do you need all those lights for anyway? But we are back and we are better than ever. So obviously the snow didn't last. We had just that one day and then it started warming up again. In this part of the country anyway. I can't speak for those poor bastards traversing the Pennsylvania Turnpike. At least it is mostly flat here. I don't even want to think about those jackwagons who are out in Colorado or Utah. John Denver singing the tune of your death as you achieve that Rocky Mountain high. I've seen it raining fire in the sky indeed. Buckle up, Father Christmas is here for your soul. So there I am, wearing shorts and Crocs. If there are any old school truckers watching, their heads just totally fucking exploded. I don't care about your opinion. I'm trying to do this job and be comfortable at the same time. If you don't like it, I guess that's a tough shit for you. So like I've said, I'm on that semi-dedicated route run-in between southern Illinois and Louisville, Kentucky, mostly along Interstate 64. Just yesterday, they asked me if I'd be willing to do it for another week, and I agreed. It's not my favorite route in the world. But there are several upsides. It's basically guaranteed 500 miles a day. It's Monday through Friday. The back-ends and pullouts aren't especially difficult. Now, the people on both ends are rude and total fucking dickheads, but I can deal with that. I mean, I'm rude and I'm a total fucking dickhead myself. But there is something to say about reversing your schedule and staying up all night and sleeping all day. Reminds me of my youth. But dealing with people is dicey because this shift turns you into a monster. Just the other morning I got rowdy with dispatch. Everything is cool now. I apologized and all that sort of shit, but I kinda got loud with the people who were just trying to help me. I found myself shouting, how the fuck are you gonna send me somewhere that you don't even know where it is? We had this whole roundabout concerning a trailer, and I felt like they were wasting my time. I went from 0 to 100 in no time, but that's something that I carried over from healthcare. I have no patience for incomplete information and people not doing their job. I felt bad though. It's like I said, when you're on the night shift, you completely forget how to function in society once the sun comes up. It's a lame excuse, but when it's just you, the moon, and the open road, it does something to your mind, I'm telling you. But it doesn't really matter. I'm sure there are drivers out there that are total fucking assholes to those dispatchers. I like to think that I almost never complain and am pretty agreeable to whatever they want me to do. But anyway, it doesn't really matter now. Look at that hippie. I need a haircut. It's crazy how my first checks with this company were less than what I am putting in the tank right now. But that is all part of paying your dues. I'm talking about when I was training. Man, they didn't pay you shit. They paid you enough to not starve. I don't know if I filmed and immortalized it in one of these episodes, but I remember my trainer buying me a breakfast at Denny's, and I was absolutely over the moon. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Nobody is making any kind of money in their first year of trucking. Unless your daddy or your uncle owns the company you're working for, you're being paid in experience. Don't believe me, ask anybody. But eventually, the sun comes up on the world and oh my god, you find yourself in Louisville. So, totally gross, am I right? Yes, that is where Muhammad Ali and Jim Cornette are from, but let me tell you that these hillbillies don't know how to drive. Too much of that cousin fucking and whiskey drinking if you ask me. I know that you didn't, but I'm telling you anyway. My favorite thing about Louisville is leaving it. Driving west on 64 out of Kentucky is one of the best feelings in the world. Sue me, I don't give a fuck about it. It was deja vu at the Louisville airport as I was leaving. It's a UPS plane too. Let's hope this one doesn't fall out of the sky. Well, we passed the 20-minute mark, so you know we are going to be wrapping this up soon. Thanks for watching with us again. As I mentioned last week, our historic 50th episode is in a couple of weeks, and I am still coming up with ideas to celebrate. Don't get your hopes up. It's not going to be anything mind-blowing, probably just more of the same. You know how I roll. This is the Ohio River. Once you cross this bridge, you are out of Kentucky and into Indiana. This stretch of freeway was where I was sitting at the beginning of this episode, waiting for the snow to drop. Everything is a big circle. We just keep going around and around. But we are getting paid for it, so who cares? So here's a joke I came up with all on my own. The kids have been yelling 6-7 all year, but ever since daylight savings time, they've been yelling 5-6. Ha ha ha. It's good, right? The other day I went up to my doctor for a physical, and he said I need a stool sample, a urine sample, and a semen sample. I said, "Hey doc, I'm in a bit of a hurry. Can I just leave you my underwear?" Oh man, I love that stuff. It's crazy how this AI voice stumbles over common words, but that laugh it just did sounded crisp as hell. Very natural. Here, let me do it again. Ha 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 ha. It's so human sounding, it kind of freaks me out. Wait, keep watching. I passed some other driver in a turban. As he was going super slow up the side of a mountain, and gave him a look to let him know that I totally dominated him. Then I gave the camera a look to let you guys know that I am the baddest of them all. Watch it now, here he comes. We also give some free advertising to the Christmas store in Santa Claus, Indiana. Yes, that is really the name. We still have Thanksgiving, but Christmas will be here before you know it. As we cross from the Eastern to Central time zone, the clocks go back and I feel like I've just traveled back in time. So cue up the Huey Lewis and the News soundtrack. Not long after that, we cross the Wabash River, leaving Indiana and entering Illinois. They've been working on this janky-ass bridge, and it gives me the freakouts every time I go over it. But this is also right next to where I've been stopping lately. I found a spot that always has parking, and they have a hot deli. I'm talking about sausages on a stick, corn dogs, burritos, and slices of pizza. It sure beats Arby's or Bojangles, which is all you see at most truck stops. I'm talking about the Road Ranger in Grayville, Illinois. I think it was the episode where I was in El Paso, but I ranked the top 5 truck stops, and I gave Road Ranger a bit of a low score. I think I might have to revise that list, but here we are. I'm stopping for the weekend, which is one of the perks of this route. Also, I've been thinking about getting a hotel room for one of these. 34-hour resets, and there is a Super 8 right across the street with truck parking. Definitely something to think about. But I've been living in this truck for almost 6 months straight. But anyway, we're out of here. I'll see you guys next week, and until then, don't you go changing. Don't you do that shit. You know how much I hate that shit.